So hello guys, I'm Joshi and basically I'm a funnel builder. Like I build funnels for the brands and today, like in the last video, we have discussed about the what is Epiphany. So if you didn't watch that video, then make sure you watch that video because that is very important part of the thing which I'm going to tell you today. So basically in that video, we have discussed about the structure of the storytelling that really converts. So in this video, we are going to cover the four phases of story that you need to add in your like if you use those four phases in your story, then at the end of the story you will get a like a massive story that really converts your audience into the customer. So without wasting time, let's start the video. Okay, so the phase one is like in the phase one, we have to there are main three things that we have discussed in the last video: that character, conflict, and the desire. Like we should have a character, and the second one is like we should have a conflict that is a wall behind the result what we want and us. So we should have a conflict, and the third one is the desire which we want to achieve. So with these three things, you first have to separate uh, your character from the ordinary world. Suppose there's a situation with your character, and your character wants to achieve a desire, and to achieve that desire your character have to be like leave the ordinary world. Means he have to, suppose let's for an example, your character have to leave the family, leave the friends, and just focused on the goal. So first you have to make something that separate your character from the ordinary world. So to do that, you can make your like you can give your character identity of, like, your character should be the victim, okay, or your character is funny, if he wants to go in a field that, suppose he wants to become a stand-up comedian, so you can make the character funny, likable, victim, jeopardy. Like jeopardy means your character is in a problem and he wants to get out of that problem. That is why he is separate from the ordinary world. So with these things, you can take your character to a yes. So with these things, you can take your character from separate from the ordinary world. Okay, so to separate your character from the ordinary world, you need to understand the four things that you can do with your character. So the first one is you suppose your character have to escape something, or retrieve, win, or stop. Like let me explain you these things. So the first one is like your character have to win something. Win something means your character have a desire of win the name, fame, money, or if he wants to impress someone, and if you want to increase his status in the in social. uh, like these things really help your character to separate from the ordinary world. The second one is the escape. Like your character wants to escape from a pain or a problem. Suppose your character is obese. Okay, he is very obese and he wants to escape from this problem. So he, like, your character is a obese man. The conflict is he is obese, and the desire is he wants to get a fit body. So these are the character, conflict, and desire. So to escape, you can also use this. Suppose your character is OS, and your character wants to escape from that problem. That is why he leave all his family, friends, and he joined the gym, or he started taking supplements and all these things. So escape also helps you to get your character separate from the ordinary world. The third one is the retrieve. Retrieve means like your character have lost something and he wants to get it back. Suppose your character have a have a car and he got it on a loan, suppose, and he is not able to pay the installments of that loan now, and the agents of the bank came and take away the car. Now your character wants to get that car back, and he have only that goal to get the car back to the home. So this is a retrieve. Your character have lost something, that can be anything, and he now wants to get it back. And that feeling of getting back that thing takes your customer or your character separate from the ordinary world. So the last thing, that is the stop. Like your character wants to stop something that is like bad. Suppose your character belongs to a very poor family, so he wants to stop that thing. Like he wants a very like a rich family, or he wants to suppose anything that is wrong happening wrong in his family, friends, or in the social like in social like in social works, anything that is like happening wrong, and he wants to stop that thing. So these are the four things: the to win, name, fame, money, or impress someone. The second one is escape, like he wants to uh, like move away from a pain or any problem. The third one is the retrieve, like your character have lost something and wants to get it back, and that feeling of getting back that thing like take away your character from the ordinary world. And the fourth one is to stop something that is happening wrong uh, with your character. So these are the four things that helps you to take your character from the ordinary world. Okay, so now it's time to make the story interesting. Now your character have left the ordinary world, and now he have a goal to achieve, and he just have to work hard to get that thing. So if you have watched the most popular movies, suppose Avengers, let's take an example of this. So the more powerful the conflict or the problem or the villain is, the story is going to be that much interesting. So like your character should have a like a big problem, or like a powerful villain we can say, or a big problem. Suppose you are in suppose let's take an example. Suppose you are in making money online, like you have a suppose website, and you take like you buy the traffic from the Facebook and get it on your website, and then you sell the things. So suppose Facebook increase the ads cost, and this is the problem that you faces now, because the cost is much higher than the conversions that you get from the website. So now this is the problem for you, and you have to solve this problem. So the bigger the problem is to your character have, the bigger problem, the more interesting the the story is going to be. So make sure that your character have a conflict or a problem that is powerful, because that is going to make the story powerful. And yes, like we also have taken the example of Avengers. So in that movie, the Thanos is like much powerful. Like all the Avengers team is on the one hand, and the Thanos alone is on the another hand. And because he is very powerful, like, and that makes the story very interesting. So make sure your character have uh, the more more bigger conflict or the problem. So this is the phase two. Like you have to give a uh, conflict to your character. Okay, so now it comes to the phase number three, and that is the here in this part, in this phase, you get a person who tells you how to defeat that villain, or how to solve that problem, or how to overcome that conflict. So now like now in your story, uh, your mentor enters, like an expert came into your life, or any person came into your life, and he will guide you that how to defeat that villain, or how to solve that problem and overcome that and get your result what you want. So here suppose let's take an example of yes. So like let's take an example of weight loss. Okay. So suppose you have left the ordinary world, and now you have a goal of getting a fit body. Okay. So the bigger problem is for you is like dieting and exercising is not working for you. So what is the reason behind it? So now you uh, now the mentor come into your life, or a trainer we can say come into your life, and he suggests you to get a supplement. So he tells you that what another way you can choose to get your result. Okay. So either you suppose uh, solve the problem, or either you neglect the problem, but you are not going to achieve your result with the problem. Okay, so you have to like neglect or have to choose the another way to get that result, or you have to solve that thing. Like you are not going to get that desire or get that result with that problem. So like you have introduced some another way of supplement to lose the weight and get a fit body rather than having dieting or exercising. So here the mentor will give you the new opportunity, means the new way to get your result, or we can say the framework that helps you to step by step move forward through to your result. So this is the phase number three. Like here a person came into your life who is your mentor, or can be a motivational speaker who motivates you to uh, to like yes like who motivates you to defeat your villain. Okay, so sorry about that. Yes, so here in the phase number three you got an expert who will help you to defeat that villain, to overcome that conflict. So this is all about the conflict phase number three. Okay, so now it comes to the fourth phase of this story, that is the last phase also. So in this phase, the the character gets like he defeat the villain and gets the achievement. So either he get the result, suppose he wants suppose $1 million. Okay, but either he get that $1 million or not, but he is now like after defeating that villain or after solving that problem, and now he is satisfied with that, and no matter if he get that result what he want or not, but he is now a different personality, or he is now having a different suppose different, yes, we can say personality. So now his mindset has totally changed, and he is now wants to help the people or like anything related to his personality. So this is the phase number four is all about the achievement. So in this phase, after taking the guide of the expert or the mentor, now he defeats the conflict or solve the conflict, and he is now like he have that achievement what he wants to get. So this is all about the storytelling. You just have to add these four things in your story. The first one is like sorry, let me recall that. So yes, so the first one is the character, like your character should be separate from the ordinary world. The second one is the conflict, like your character should have a conflict, a big conflict. The bigger the conflict is, the more interesting the story would going to be. So the third one is the expert or a mentor came into the life of your character that guide him to solve that problem, big problem, and to get the result what he want. And at the phase number four, now he got the result, and here is the happy ending of our story. And if you go deeper into this, like step by step, if you understand these step by step things, then this story is going to be very interesting and going to really convert. So in the next video we are going to talk about the script. Like we have only discussed about the thing, suppose in the phase number one we have discussed that separate from the ordinary world. So how we can tell a story in such a way that really separate the like we are going to make a script in the next video. So don't forget to like in this video you have, like I think you get a overview of the story, but in the next video we are going to discuss about the full script. So thank you for watching the video. If it is helpful for you, then like the video, subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching.